ends. In a small town in West America where we live, little girl named is shown who sings in the playroom. Jason there. An idea of the name that gave Rosie the song he hears her praise. Your voice is very beautiful like yours. Rosie is happy to hear this. Together, she also tells this, I would like to meet your father. Then Walker Rosewood's father Harry would come and meet Fidel. The one who tells me that I am modeling from the world and your daughter is quite beautiful. I want to do modeling one day because I have trial models to promote. During this time, there Rosie's brother counts in, whom to see Gigel asks him to take her along. The next day Green took both children from his city away is in a hotel, where Gigel was staying. Here Harry leaves both children, whom he had given him in the evening, and taking the children in, the door closes. Modeling Gigel's children in the room teaches, as well as many of his photos are also clicked, where Jason prepares Rashi, after which the evening scene was shown where Harry comes to retrieve his baby girl. But also surprising, there is no one in the hotel. Seeing all this, Harry is quite nervous. Harry escapes and goes downstairs. He looks around, but no one appears at all, nor his brother or Param Gupta, until so many in America. Trial kidnapping cases are taking place. Noble names in California. On the other hand, a boy shows pictures of children. Now we can see this so much, that there is something black in the Dow. Well, now in the story we look forward out that an officer named Timon your computer all the information of the noble is removed. He entered his house when he was confirmed. The officers caught him. Let's see her stuff, who has been imprisoned by him. Photos and videos of children, which the team looks like. It feeds him a lot. Tim and Sam after a while scrutinizing leave for the police station. Now the scene shifts, and we have to Tim and Sam is shown at the police station. Sam says to the team that I will not be able to work anymore, especially after what I saw today. I have no courage left at all. They ask the temperamental, how many monsters have you caught? They tell him that he was 288 has caught molestation, and they ask you how much you have done so far. The children are saved, says Tim. Such children there are also 2 speakers in the U.S. Because of this, he has not saved a single child. Hearing this, Sam says yes and leaves. Tim, after Sam's departure, watches a video and writes down his actions, in which the nobles happens with a little girl. The actions of the nobleman in the video show the tears in Tim's eyes, so become quite unhappy. After a while, Tim visits Ray's, when he says he knows him well. Even today all the police officers have gone home early. Let's get drunk together. So they both went down. Tells the nobleman that he likes the little girl enough, and I know what you do. It was my duty to catch you, but I can leave thee and my health is increasing significantly. In the debate will have to help me. To which the nobleman says that he doesn't trust him. The team heard him offer a cigarette. And just see that 2 days later someone leaves. 7 days to the nobleman to his senior John make up to keep out and Tim free the aristocrat bring him home. Burton tells the nobleman that he removed all the evidence against him to the police and erased it from the record. But instead, Tim extinguishes his side. The nobleman demands a little girl. He had the boys in his file. I also read about supplying. The next day, the nobleman meets a man named Max. We see that those people keep the police's eye on them. After this, Rays comes back from Tim to the builder, and he says, showing the photo of his child, that it will come to you tomorrow. It makes the cutting very happy. He says no to the police. So friendship is good and not hostility. This is what Rays thinks Tim is joking and aristocrat. He laughs from a distance. But then the police go back and catch up or know that this was Sarah, Tim's plan man, who was trafficked and people could reach out. Well ahead in the movie, Juice is shown near the Mexico border to pick up the child. The photo was shown to the team by Rice, but it recognizes Tim Max, and with him, the child also came, to whom Tim Max gives his, and checked the child's passport. Tim, after confirmation, Max gets arrested on remand and saves the child, after which Sean the shift is shown by the hospital. The nurse conducted a medical examination of the child. Tell the team that the assault on the baby girl, the child's condition is serious. Hearing all this, Tim breaks in and is quite sad. Then he goes and talks to the girl, and the two would eat together. I told him that my son was 2 your age and my name is Tim. My daughter's name is even more. That's why he calls me Tim. And okay, what the boy says, my name is Armpit, and my sister's 3 women are also written on the locket. With that, Megan Locket shows Tim. Seeing who Tim is completely shocked. Miglani says that my sister too now save the kids from them. You also save him. Lo, to which Tim asks surprising that's where all the other kids are. Which Megan slowly now everything seems to be remembered. He says that all the children have a name named Gigel. Lady had prepared and Jake together with a man named, they all filled the baby in a container. Here we find Gigel who in the beginning fashioned yourself indoors, by the name of the designer, that was all a lie. All these children and their saber. With the money of the lured it was their way of abducting children. Literary this is a very weird world. Reasons for filling in the home container Megan would have been quite scared. If his sister lights up give him a locket and tell him that these lockets were given to him by his father, nothing will happen to him. Jack and Max who picks the medley out of all the children, and he buys it. By giving money to Max Jack from there he leaves. Now the scene changes and Max's house is shown. When the latter feeds the beagle and says I will also give you food and I will also stay. Which in turn you have to work for me, but further threatening. Max Miguel also says that if he doesn't do it or tries to escape from here, he will kill his sister. To save your sister the beagle agrees to Max's point, in which we see that Max Megan has a lot of people in the clubs at night alone for all these when you tell him, he gets depressed. That's when Tim brings her food and tells him that I am your sister. I will try to save it. The next daytime takes the beagle to his father, where they are both very happy together. The one who understands that parents and children it is very sad for both. But seeing the union that makes the heart happy you would also be happy. After a while Harry talks to them. He says you can't save my daughter's lights to which Tim responds it says it is very difficult. Hearing this breaks your heart and Harry bursts into tears. He also tells Tim that even today her daughter's bedroom in her house is empty. Thinking of this, he cannot sleep. Hearing all this, Tim also becomes quite depressed. Now the scene changes once again, and we see Tim is talking to his wife, his wife asks him to help them. They also agree on this. After Harry's departure, Megan gave it to the team and hugged it. Says goodbye, after which Harry and Megan from their leave for your home. Now I am angry to see children in these situations. Tim threatens Max he says to her it will be in the dirtiest prison here. When with you even worse things can happen if he wants to avoid all this so gave me the information of your supplier. And with the help of Max, Gigel gets sketched. About Honduras talk in the city, after which now we look at the light in the dark room where an old man the person was doing the wrong thing with him. All this is because of Roger's condition. It was very bad, while on the other hand, John and Tim were talking. When John tells the team, we can work on the cases of our city which is too much. You have saved a child. Other cities that save the rest of the children can be quite difficult, to which Tim says in response, that's what he wants to do. Now he doesn't sleep at night either, and that girl comes into his dream every day. To which John says I give you more time, I cannot give money, but I can give you a week. To complete this mission, that is why the next day Tim goes to the Honduran city police officer named they both go to a club and meet Pablo which tells me about only then used to be a member of the drug cartel before, but later trafficking to save the children. Police help Pablo is also quite a good person, who tells the coffin that the girl's name is Jason, who used to be a model, and now they beat the kids. Like sending it to the country. And tell me further, that Gigel's record is completely clean, as if cleaned with Harpic. Gigel's work was what the rest of her people did, and she doesn't meet anyone like that. The next day Tim was invited to the American news about sex offenders. Here Tim's ideas come to mind, and he quickly calls Carl and tells him. Bera is a friend named Russell, who runs a fairly large hotel business. We will contact Giges in his name and tell him what's making a big little hotel in that city whose work makes rich people happy, and for him, we will need a lot of children. The public also likes RJ a lot. Now the scene changes, and we are shown a beautiful hotel. A man named Pablo was there, brings a man of Gigel, then the tomatoes, and the rich say that here we are millions going to build a hotel of dollars. By asking the man that's how many children you need in the beginning. The answer Bida points out is that at least 50. It makes the man laugh. See this Tim says that's not your thing, tell me. We'll call another one. It all goes from there. Go and meet your team, where there would be more people with Gigel Jack. By tracking the rich, the police seem to keep an eye on them all. Now here in the story, a week is over. Because of this, John calls and tells the team he gave her a week in which he felt completely. Also, John tells the team to come back. Tim replies they still have that girl who has to save him. But John no longer hears one of his and speaks to him coming back. Tim talks to Pablo about this. He is very sad about all this, and then he asks Pablo, "Why are you helping me?" So Patient replies, "What did he do in the store before? There is a very large quickie of the lady in pleasure. We all went to the club to party. I liked a 25-year-old girl there. By giving him money, I took to my hotel room. When I saw his legs were quite short, he doubted himself. When I asked her age, he told me his age was 14 years, and she had been working since she was 6 years old. That was when the spirit trembled." Understand that sadness now in Pablo's voice. Find what he wanted to tell. It also shows that he thought of himself as a devil. All this thinking, Pablo, swear in your mind, if that takes he saved the baby, God will forgive him for his sins. Upon hearing this, TB begins to cry. Crying, he calls his wife. He tells her everything. Hearing all this, the wife of the team understands that he is now leaving the job. Find a girl by yourself, all of whom Tim he talks to Russell, who helps him. Flatly refuses. Then he tells her how sold to kids for just a few dollars and their lives are ruined. They are given feet in darkness. Even after hearing all this, Russell refuses to help the team, and from there goes. Russell's driver in the car was given to him by the team photograph of Ratio and asked him to think one more time. Russell's heart melts, and he too Tim agrees to help. Tim is very happy to hear this. Now the scene shifts, and we find out Tim, Russell, and Pablo Team 1 Private make a sting operation on the island. When they show the real paper to the rich, the whole of Gigel, the team goes and meets the three. They also have Gigel. She asks the king, "That's what kind of kids you like?" Russell replies, and it says that it depends on the bull. That's when Tom goes to Gigel and tells him that in the beginning he wanted 50 kids, and Giselle agrees. Wherever we see it, we see it. Preparations for the sting operation are underway. The officers were hiding all over the island. 3 of those people are less storied. There are only 20 left on the island. Gigel and his men ask the day they arrive, "Where is the rest?" To which Gigel replies he says he is going back. Saying this, Gigel and his men advance to the hotel, who gave money to those people. The other police officer sees the kids in the boat. The police become vigilant and come to the hotel and arrest everyone. Jaffer from there after a while, and his team is evacuated. The officer comes and tells the team that the thief is here, but Rosie is not in them. This crisis team became quite upset and sad. Then, Pablo and Russell came from the rest of the children. Meet those who sing the song together. The Sound of Freedom, the Voice of Freedom says, which is also the title of this film. But the cameraman is extremely upset and sad because Ratio is nowhere among these children. This is when Harry finds out, so he comes to Roger's bedroom and starts crying. Just then Megan arrives and takes over Harry. The next day, the Crown talks to Jack and tells him that one accomplice is killed. "If you do not obey us, you will have the same situation. I remember you knowing about Raju, on whom do afraid?" asked Jack that he lived in the forest. After that, sold to rebel. It is beautiful to tell from the ages. Robber in the woods across that river, that is the Russians living robber. This can occur anywhere in the forest. There is no police or army in that area. Nobody can go. The one who ran away once never came back. Also of Russians, there is no hope of getting there. Tim is sad to hear this, and we can see it clearly on his face. Even after all these things, Tim calls to go. Hearing this, Pablo asks, "What is Rebe's disease rising, and does the government give them medicines?" "Is this a joy to hear?" Grabs Pablo's hand. He shows up ahead. "Those people fake become a doctor and take your training and stuff." After a week of thorough preparation, the 3 come to the riverbank. Nietzsche tells them to put a tracker in their clothes. "Anything will be needed. You will come. Otherwise, I will meet you here." Saying goodbye ahead, Tim and Pablo would sit on a boat and leave a little far in the forest shooting. After leaving, Rebel would come to them and ask Pablo, "Our doctors and Rick George's government of heirs has sent us." And then they search for their boat, where they only get medicines. After they see the reverse, explains that from here onwards there is only one who will go. Tim agrees to leave. Tim's honor ahead with Tim in his boat. They leave after a long journey. Reach the shore, where many people change, and slowly cross the forest. They reach Kabir. During this time, Tim is only searching for Rashi, but she doesn't see him anywhere. Now here Tim finds the clan chieftain. Then Tim tells me that in the city, a dangerous virus is spread, and I have been sent by the government to investigate it. Also, if someone is ill, the order is to take him together, but the boss burns the driver. He says if someone is bad, so bring it to Mayhay, says he goes from there. Tim moves on. The rest also looks at people. Then she suddenly sees that Jew is back. The crew members are very happy to see. To those who need a checkup, he tells her that he is here, have come to help him. That's why you have to meet me at night. The same Barbosa went and asks if the girl is sick, to which Tim refuses. Say to the boss, walk with me. You have to check my boys too. The brain grows, and the night slowly falls. At night, the Temur would find the light and raise it. All of a sudden, it screams of fear, which you calm down. Hearing the voice, the bosses come back and ask for the reason to shout, on which she lies and says that she saw a nightmare. The boss here, Rosie, tries to take advantage. But see, this team gets too angry, and he kills her there. Payment to Rohan Laker leaves for home by way of the river. His voice, after a short walk away, the reverse is heard. They were also chasing them. Neo, by making TIM board 30 approaches Russell and all four of them from there. At high speed, Carbon starts escaping. Just shoot at them from behind, but his car escapes from there by pressing 30, where Tim Rohan, the party guy, gives the job. He tells Megan the next day from ABC that Rosie opened up in a hospital where it happened to him. That's when Harry and the mean one arrive. Rohan is very sad to see. 2 days later, Rohan, she goes back to her home with her father. Every day he plays his drum in his bedroom, and the song that sounds we were shown in the beginning, with which this film ends. Then we get the real face of Tim. We are shown that he has worked with the UK. Children are also saved. Real photos and 7 days videos are also shown, in which we can see even more children on Arian. And in this story, we understand lying is very painful for everyone. But here is a very important thing all parents should understand: without that little money about someone, let us bring up our children. Should not hand over, and the child abuse, and the child, this is a criminal offense, whose apology is probably not in any bills. Well, what is your opinion? You will tell us by commenting. The rest, if you're any good, please like it, and channel must subscribe. Sex time to rap and writing videos. Will meet again, that too, with another new interesting story, but thanks until then.